MMA community slams Shavkat for cheating against Garry. The MMA world has found itself at the center of a fiery debate after Shavkat Rakhmonov's controversial victory over Garry. The fight, which had fans on the edge of their seats, quickly became overshadowed by allegations of blatant rule-breaking from Shavkat. During the bout, sharp-eyed fans and analysts accused Shavkat of engaging in illegal tactics, including grabbing Garry's shorts, gloves, and even his protective cup. Several moments from the fight have been dissected, showing Shavkat reaching under Garry's shorts near his cup, a move that not only violates MMA rules, but has left the community in an uproar. Screenshots circulating online appear to show Shavkat making these illegal grabs, leading to speculation that this might have caused Garry's shorts to rip, forcing a mid-fight gear replacement. Fans have also noted that Shavkat repeatedly grabbed the fence to gain an advantage in positioning against the cage, another clear violation of the rules. The MMA community didn't hold back in voicing their frustrations, with social media and forums exploding with reactions. If Shavkat wasn't literally cheating, maybe the fight would have gone a different way. Every time Shavkat cups the balls, it feels like a scene from a bad movie. How does someone grab the gloves, fence, and cup and still come out the winner? Some fans even speculated that the repeated illegal grabs affected Garry's performance, calling for the fight's outcome to be reviewed. Critics of Shavkat pointed out what they believe to be a consistent pattern of foul play throughout the fight. He grabbed the fence so many times in the first few minutes, it's absurd. Then he moves on to gloves and cups. How did the ref not intervene more? The second time he grabbed the cup, it wasn't just for leverage, it looked like he was trying to crush Garry's balls. These comments have fueled debates about whether the referee failed to control the fight and why Shavkat wasn't penalized for these actions. The accusations have also reignited discussions about rule enforcement in MMA. Some argue that the lack of immediate penalties for infractions like fence grabs or gear manipulation encourages fighters to push boundaries. One fan summed it up: "There's a reason these rules exist. If fighters can grab gloves, shorts, or cups without repercussions, it undermines the integrity of the sport." As the controversy grows, fans and pundits are calling for the fight to be reviewed by the Athletic Commission. Some are demanding a rematch to settle the score fairly, while others believe disciplinary actions should be taken against Shavkat for the alleged fouls. For Garry, this fight has left many sympathizing with his frustration and calling him the rightful winner. Meanwhile, Shavkat's camp has yet to respond to the allegations, leaving fans eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this saga. Garry reacts to loss against Shavkat Rakhmonov. Garry is holding his head high despite his recent defeat to Shavkat Rakhmonov at UFC 310. In his post-fight interview, Garry shared his thoughts on the fight, his unexpected wardrobe malfunction, and his plans to come back stronger. While the scorecards didn't go his way, Garry remains defiant, stating he doesn't see the fight as a loss. "I don't feel like I lost. My hand may not have been raised today, but my energy did not lose," Garry declared. He pointed out that he stepped up on short notice against one of the most feared fighters in the division, Shavkat Rakhmonov, who entered the fight undefeated with 18 finishes. "I saved this event. I saved UFC 310 and gave a show to the fans today," he added confidently. Garry believes he held his own against Rakhmonov, particularly in striking exchanges. "I feel like I was winning the battles on the feet, which is why he kept shooting for takedowns," he explained. He also highlighted his constant growth and evolution as a fighter, comparing his performances against other high-level opponents, including Neil Magny and Jeff Neal. One of the more bizarre moments of the fight was when Garry had to change his shorts mid-fight due to a tear. Fans and commentators speculated whether this incident was connected to Shavkat's alleged illegal grabs. Garry took the moment in stride, even joking about it. "You guys are lucky I was wearing pants underneath. You didn't get a show," he laughed. He brushed off the incident as part of the chaos that can happen during a fight, stating, "It is what it is." Despite the loss, Garry remains optimistic about his future and proud of his performance. "Today is a testimony to how hard I work and how talented I am. That guy came in 18-0 with 18 finishes. But he didn't look like the boogeyman today, did he?" Garry said. He also emphasized his willingness to take on the toughest challenges, even when others turn them down. "I'm fighting the people no one else wants to fight. I'm here to prove I'm the best." Garry made it clear that he's not letting this setback define him. "I will be back. I will win. I will continue to do what I do best, put on a show, and become the best version of Garry the world has ever seen," he promised. The MMA community can expect to see a determined and improved Garry in his next outing, as he continues his journey toward championship glory. Dana White loses cool at reporter. Dana White didn't hold back during the UFC 310 post-fight press conference, addressing fighter retirements, crowd altercations, and an uncomfortable exchange with a reporter. Dana was firm in his stance that veterans Clay Guida, Chris Weidman, and Anthony Smith should retire following their UFC 310 losses. "They all retire tonight." "Yeah, they should," Dana said bluntly, when asked if the organization would offer them more fights. He reiterated his long-standing opinion that Weidman, in particular, should have retired earlier and expressed concern for Smith's emotional exit after his fight. Dana also commented on Dvalishvili's altercation in the crowd, which made headlines during the event. "You can't keep fighting with fans. You can do it, but it's going to cost you a lot of money," Dana said, pointing out that such incidents are inevitable in the fight business but can have serious financial repercussions. The press conference turned tense when a reporter questioned Kron Gracie's performance and future with the UFC. After a critical loss to Bryce Mitchell, the reporter implied that Gracie still looked limited as a fighter. Dana responded sharply, "You're saying Kron looked limited. What's your opinion on it? You're leading me down this road. You just want me to say it," he fired back. Dana accused the reporter of fishing for negative comments. "Do you have any positive questions, or do you just want me to trash everyone on the card tonight?" The press conference ended with Dana praising Mads Burnell for his performance against Alain Galani, offering a rare moment of praise during an otherwise tense exchange. "The fight looked great. Congrats to him," Dana remarked. Alexander Volkov slams judges after controversial split decision loss at UFC 310. Alexander Volkov didn't hold back after his controversial split decision loss to Cyril Gane at UFC 310. The outcome left many fans and analysts stunned, and Volkov took to social media to vent his frustration with the judging. Speaking at the post-fight interview, Volkov expressed his disbelief at the scorecards. "I don't know if she, the judge, is working on her skills or if she just comes to watch fights because she likes them. Maybe she just liked Cyril's physique more," Volkov said, clearly questioning the professionalism and objectivity of one of the judges. The decision left Volkov and his team feeling robbed, sparking outrage among his fans online. Shortly after the fight, Volkov posted a video to social media calling the decision unfair. "I was robbed. This was my fight," he declared. The video quickly gained traction, with fans chiming in to support Volkov and criticize the controversial decision. This isn't the first time MMA judges have faced backlash for questionable decisions. Many in the MMA community are calling for more transparency and accountability in scoring fights, with some suggesting the implementation of new judging criteria to avoid such controversies in the future. Despite the setback, Volkov made it clear he isn't backing down and will return stronger. "This won't stop me, I'll be back," he stated in his video. Khamzat sends a fiery warning to Sean Strickland, plus UFC 312. Fight announcement. The rivalry between Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland is heating up, with fiery words exchanged and tensions mounting, as the middleweight division's top fighters position themselves for a title shot. Once training partners and seemingly on good terms, Chimaev and Strickland are now on the verge of an all-out war, as Chimaev climbed the middleweight rankings with a dominant win over Robert Whittaker at UFC 308. Strickland repeatedly voiced his claim to a title shot against champion Dricus du Plessis. Strickland's latest jab at Chimaev included, "Understand one thing, I am next in line. January or February, me and Dricus du Plessis are scrapping. Go back to Chechnya and wait a few months." The outspoken American didn't stop there, adding barbs about Chimaev's alleged ties to crypto scams. Chimaev didn't let Strickland's comments slide. He fired back on social media, posting an image of their past training session, along with, "Where are you, Strickland? It's okay, bro. Ha 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 ha." Chimaev later claimed that during their sparring sessions, he tapped Strickland out multiple times. "I choked him out many times. He knows it." The UFC officially announced that Sean Strickland will face Dricus du Plessis in a highly anticipated rematch at UFC 312 in Australia on February 8, 2025. The stakes are high, with Strickland looking to reclaim the middleweight title. If Strickland wins, a showdown with Chimaev could be inevitable in mid to late 2025. Fans are already buzzing about the potential matchup, with Chimaev poised as the next big contender if Strickland reclaims the belt. Aljamain Sterling reacts to loss against Movsar Evloev. Former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling took to social media to address his defeat to Movsar Evloev at UFC 310. The unanimous decision loss, 29-28 on all scorecards, has stalled Sterling's quest for featherweight gold, but he remains optimistic and determined to return stronger. Sterling was gracious in defeat, praising Evloev for his performance. "Tough one. Heartbreaker for sure, but Movsar is a beast. Hats off. No excuses," he said. Sterling emphasized that he gave everything in the fight and appreciated the opportunity to test himself against one of the best. "That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see where I'm at, and if I can make this quest to fight for gold again at a new weight class," he added. Aljo expressed gratitude to his supporters while apologizing for the outcome. "Thank you guys for supporting me. Sorry for letting you down, but I hope you enjoyed the performance." He also invited fans to join him at a post-fight gathering with friends and family, showing his resilience and positivity even after the tough loss. Despite the setback, Sterling Sterling remains focused on his goal to climb the featherweight ladder and fight for a championship in the new weight class. It's about constantly chasing new goals and dreams. We'll be back, baby. While the loss to Evloev is a hurdle, Sterling's determination and track record suggest he'll continue to be a force in the division. Fans can expect him to regroup, refocus, and return stronger in his pursuit of featherweight gold. Alex Pereira predicts Jon Jones will defeat Tom Aspinall. In a recent interview with TNT Sports, Alex Pereira shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall. Pereira, the former UFC champion, leaned on Jones's vast experience as the deciding factor. Jon Jones has a lot of experience on his side, Pereira stated. Some people say Aspinall this, Aspinall that, but when it comes down to experience, Jon Jones is a seasoned guy. He's been there, so I think he wins. Pereira's comments highlight the debate surrounding the clash of Aspinall's youthful athleticism and Jones's years of championship-level experience. Jones, a dominant force in MMA for over a decade, is often credited with his ability to adapt and thrive in high-stakes fights. Aspinall, while a rising star with impressive victories, lacks the battle-tested resume that Jones brings to the table. Fans are eagerly discussing whether Aspinall's speed and power can overcome Jones's tactical brilliance and unparalleled experience. Do you agree with Pereira's prediction? Will Jones's experience carry him to victory, or can Aspinall pull off the upset? Let us know in the comments.